So, hello, good morning, Pallavi ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing amazing, and thank you so much for reaching me out and having this conversation with me. Thank you so much.
Welcome. All right. So, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, definitely. And yes, I will start, then you can follow me because as we are meeting for the very first time. So, Pallavi ma'am, as you know, my name is Swati, and I come from the very beautiful place, Jammu and Kashmir. So, as for my interest, I enjoy reading books, listening to music, and playing badminton whenever I have some free time. So, but truly excite me nowadays for the last 5 months. I have started teaching spoken English to the beginner level people. So, whenever I teach them, I feel great satisfaction and helping them overcome their hesitation and helping them to feel more confident and expressive in this language. So that's a little bit about me. So
Wow,
please
very
introduce
well.
yourself as well.
Yeah, please. Sure. Very nice to hear about you that you are from Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, all right. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pallavi Dhingra, and I'm an English communication coach, and I'm from Delhi. I have been helping working professional students improve their communication skill as well as their confidence level for more than 10 years. And about my educational qualification, I'm postgraduate in English as well as TEFL Soul Certified Trainer. And I really love to connect with people. So here we are connecting.
And thank you so much. And really love to know about that. You are a communication coach, and last for the last 10 years you are working. So really, nice to meet you. Thank you so much. And Pallavi ma'am, today I have some, question that many people, those who are learning this language, they have some inquiry. So shall I start with those questions? Or if you have
Sure.
any, you can ask first.
Sure. No, you can begin. That's okay.
Okay. So my first question, Palvi ma'am, is that if someone has only 30 minutes a day to learn English, so how should they use those 30 minutes most effectively? Because as a homemaker, as many professions, they always think that they don't have, enough time. So they always say that if they have 30 minutes, how they can utilize those 30 minutes per day.
Okay, I must say 30 minutes is good enough for you to practice your English, and only 30 minutes are good. You don't have to give so much of time. I hear a lot of people saying that we give 2 hours, 3 hours, but 30 minutes is good enough. So, in those 30 minutes, plan and cover all the modules and like all the specs of English. You can do 5 minutes reading, and when a person is reading, don't do silent reading, read aloud. And number two, for 5 minutes, one can stand in front of the mirror and say on any topic. And it can be started with your daily routine or anything you see in your surroundings. Suppose you have anything troubling your mind, you can speak about that. That will even lighten up your heart and soul. Or you can describe anything that interests you. Don't need to find a topic. So I need a fancy topic to speak on. Anything that is related to you, you can start with, because then you have the content. So it's easy peasy. So number one, reading for 5 minutes loudly. Number two, 5 minutes mirror practice. Stand in front of the mirror and keep on speaking. No matter what happens, set the timer of 5 minutes and don't stop at all in between. Okay, so that should be unstoppable 5 minutes. And next it is third, it is listen for at least 10 minutes, because listening plays a very important role. If we listen, we consume the content, then only you will speak up. So listen for 10 minutes, and then for 5 minutes, one can do writing, anything, scribbling, anything that comes, or start with your daily routine, because that's a good start. You already know what you have done from morning till night, so start writing. That will even sharpen your memory. You could recall, because most of the people, they say, I forget what I've done in the day during the day. It happens. So you can write that, and then the last 5 minutes, it could be given either to grammar or vocabulary, depending on your weak area. So if you feel your grammar is lacking it, so don't learn like the entire topic. Suppose one needs to learn prepositions. So don't wonder, I will learn all the prepositions. Learn only one, in, on, That's it. And try to make sentences with them, because it's not important what you watch, it's important what you are able to get out of that. So, and either you can learn one or two vocabulary words, but there should be implementation. So this is how like 30 minutes can be utilized in a very well way, and if continued for a period of time, surely the results are positive.
Yes, and definitely many people get benefit from this. You're answering that how they can utilize this 30 minutes per day and how they can learn this language within a
Yeah.
30 minutes per day. If they use it effectively, definitely
Right.
they will, become better at this language over a period of time. Okay.
Yes.
So, ma'am, like, what are the three biggest mistake, if I ask you, that most English learner make without even realizing it?
See, number one mistake it is they don't practice much, they listen more. Or they see a lot of content. As the trend is, we are into technology, everybody loves to scroll. Even do I won't say I'm a
Yes.
different person. I also love to scroll so many things. But then the people, those who are interested in English learning, they believe in consuming a lot of content, but they don't believe in practicing much. They feel if they have seen suppose videos for 1 hour, they have done English practice, but that's incorrect. You watch videos for 15 minutes, but practice for 45 minutes if you have total of 1 hour. Okay, so practice more, watch less. People do the other way. They watch more, they practice less. So practice. And number two mistake, once they start, they don't want to start. Actually, they first want to become perfect and then they want to start. They feel first my vocabulary will improve, all my grammar will be on track, and my sentence structure is good enough, and then I will begin. But that's the biggest mistake. See, you can be perfect from day one. Start with imperfection. In the process of speaking daily, you will become perfect. But that's not going to happen from day one. So many learners, they don't start in this version. So that's the second mistake. And the third mistake, what happens it is they start comparing themselves. Suppose they are at 0 level, they compare themselves with somebody's 10 level. So that's not a valid
Yes.
comparison. They feel I am not improving, I am not speaking, but the other person is speaking well. So understand the kind of the efforts they put in, the kind of the experience the other person has. So these are the three mistakes that most of the learners they do.
Yes, definitely. People start comparing themselves with the people, those who are at their advanced level. And as you
Right.
said, that they consume a lot and express a very little and more focusing on perfection. So definitely, I think I also did the same when I started my journey. But after some time, I realized that I don't need to, like compare myself. So if I have to compare myself, so I can compare myself the earlier one, how I was,
Right.
1 month ago. So in this way, we can also, get rid of these type of biggest mistake, whatever the people do at initially stage. So thank you so much for sharing this. And ma'am, many people understand English but struggle to speak it. So why does this gap exist and how they can bridge it?
See, I can answer it very well because I was one among them. I know English, but I cannot speak up. I tried so many things, but it doesn't work. I feel I can do anything, but I cannot speak in front of anybody. It gives me like something is happening if I will speak in front of anybody. So I tell you, first of all, in this, your mindset plays a crucial role, because your mind will tell you whether you should speak or not. Sometimes what happens, from like so many years we have built this in our mind that I cannot speak in front of other people. So your mindset really plays a crucial role, and it is actually stored in your subconscious mind that I cannot speak even after knowing. So mind training is more important. If your mind is set, people say your life is set. So if your mind is set, you will surely speak. So try to get positivity in your mind. Try that no, today I will speak up. Even after that, if you feel you're not, so give yourself at least time for 10 times practice time before saying that I can speak. Suppose I give you example, anybody who knows English very well, but then you go in front of somebody, you say, today I could have spoken in meeting, but I didn't. I don't know why I do this. After the meeting, I know all the things, but not in the meeting. So that's okay. Even if you fail one time, then try for second time. And that improvement should not be from one meeting to another meeting. That improvement should be in between one meeting to another meeting, in that gap. So what people do, they jump from one meeting, they're not good. They say in second meeting we try. But what about the middle gap? You need to try with people in the middle gap. Only then you can jump to another meeting. So try at least 10 times, then you give it a conclusion that I cannot speak up. And I assure you, within 3 to 4 times, you would be able to speak up, even with broken self, even with lot of nervousness, lot of goosebumps, rats jumping in your stomach, but you will be speaking up. So make it as a standard rule to try 10 times and then say no to it. And I assure you, you will be speaking in front of anybody. Even it happened with me.
Yes, because when we start listening only and consuming the content, and we feel that in our mind, we are very fluent. And at the same time, when in real life we start speaking, we fumble a lot and just stop ourselves to speak this language. So definitely, when we start practice more and more, when we practice speaking this language more and more, so definitely after some time we are able to speak this language. So people,
Right.
I think, because of consuming only and not practice, so this is the, a gap in between. So
Right.
you really explain it very well, ma'am. So ma'am, now you are speaking very well. Now you are a communication coach, as well as your speaking style is very impressive. So tell me, when did you start speaking this language, and what was the triggering point to start to speak this language or learn this language?
Okay, see, I tell you something. I was not born with this language. I am now in Delhi. I got married in Delhi, but I'm actually from UP Bareilly. So, a small city where nobody speaks English. Even my parents, they don't know well English. So, I don't have any such surroundings that no, I have to speak in English. But then also, I tried, I started, I got fascinated. Yes, it's a language, and I need to learn because I always have a desire to go abroad for my higher studies. So I know I have to appear for IELTS exam. So for that, my English needs to be good. So I tried and put in the efforts, but then also, as I mentioned, I know all the English, but I cannot speak up. This fear, actually, I took a lot of time to come out of that. So I tell you, once nowadays, those who are newbies, start as early as you can, because this language will take you anywhere you want to go, as it is the most common medium of communication all over the world. So it helps you in all the areas. And if you are starting now, it's not late. The day your eyes are open, you start from that day. And don't think now I'm starting so late. That's okay. Don't blame yourself. Self blaming is very bad. Never do that. Start from today. And I already gave a very good plan in the beginning of 30 minutes. Start following that. And I assure you, give 5 to 6 months, surely one can speak. 5 to 6 months, good enough for you to speak confidently, provided you are regular, you are consistent, and you're following the process. It won't happen one day
Yes.
you do, another 3 4 days, then you are not there, then another day you come in. You have to be regular and consistent.
Yes, definitely. Consistency really matters. So I would like to ask a question regarding consistency. So how important is consistency compared to motivation by learning this language? So which one matters more in the long run? Is it motivation or consistency?
Yeah, I can tell you better with that. I tell you, even I won't say I'm 100% consistent before lecturing you or giving you some lines about that. Yes, I'm consistent in conducting my lectures, that I do consistently from so many years without a break. But there are a lot of areas where I'm not consistent. So it is easy to say, but hard done. But then also, I share my views. See, motivation, what happens whenever we start anything in our life? Anybody, not just learning English, we are so enthusiastic. We want to do it with the whole heart. We don't skip even a single step of it. But after some time, that motivation starts fading. Why? Because initially when we start, we are so enthusiastic, but then over a period of time, if we do not see the result, that motivation starts to fade. So what happens when you've already passed half of the path? So then what happens? Then your motivation start going down if you don't see your expected result. So that is the most important point, where rather than going back, you have to move forward. In spite you are not seeing the results you are expecting, I tell you, from that point only the result starts coming. That's actually so true. What happens, suppose here you are and you want to go here, so you cross this much half of the way, but then you don't see the result you are expecting. They are like far than your expectation. Then rather than going further, most people they step back, and the people those despite of the challenges they go forward, they are successful. So try that. Don't follow the motivation, because that so true motivation fades with time. But what it is important is follow the calendar. Following the calendar is important, no matter whether you want to do or not. Follow the calendar. But again, I'm mentioning, even sometimes I don't follow the calendar. So I don't want to say something I don't do 100%. I do in some areas, I'm consistent, and but I am even not consistent in a lot of areas.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with you that consistency, it's like easier said than done. But yes, in some area, like now you are very consistent with this language. That's why today you are able to speak,
Yeah, giving
in a
classes
very
is
eloquent way.
100%
Yes,
consistent. I am.
yes.
That I will say
So in some
thousand
area,
percent.
yes. In some area, for example, if we have to, reduce our weight and sometimes we feel demotivated and we have to, give a kind of promise to ourselves every day. We will get up early in the morning, like 5:30, then
Yeah.
start exercising, doing walking or
You catch
running.
me right,
But
actually.
things,
I'm not consistent in that. I say every
I'm
day
not,
that today I
catching you.
will wake
I
up,
am giving my example. I am giving my example.
but you
So
actually touch the
I'm not
base.
very consistent with this part. So yes, but yes, with this language I am very consistent. So definitely in some area I am also not very consistent, because it's easier said than done to say that yes, you have to be
Yeah,
consistent, you have to be consistent. But when times to follow it, it's very difficult. But those
right,
people who are successful, they only do the one thing, that they are very consistent in their life, in any
right.
field, whatever they are successful.
Right.
So
I
yes.
always mention intelligent people do not become successful. Only consistent people become successful.
Yes, yes. So, ma'am, now you are a good communicator. You are very, eloquent speaker. So, what daily habit help you to become a confident communicator, and which of those habits can beginners start today?
I tell you, the most important habit that helped me to be at this level and to upgrade my level is I think in English all the time. No matter what will happen, I will only think in English. Even if I had a fight with somebody, I will not think "ये कैसा है," blah blah. I will think in English. How mad he is! How can he say this? So I tell you, now I have made this habit of mine to think in English. No matter whether I'm happy, sad, I will only think in English. And only thinking in English and making this as my habit help me to reach this level, and I'm growing and I am continuing. Apart from that, though I teach full time, but then also I make sure to practice daily, because I truly believe if you will not practice, you are going to lose the base of it. So I do practice daily. I read aloud for some time, or I stand in front of the mirror, or I record myself. So till date, even I do the same. I won't say I'm a different person. I don't practice, though now I'm a good trainer or so, but I also practice.
Okay, that's good, great advice that we should start thinking in English whether we are in happy mood or bad mood. So if
Yes,
we
because
continue to
most of
this
the people,
practice,
when they're happy, they think in English, but when they're sad, they're
yes,
angry, they think in their mother language. So think in
they
English no
always
matter what your mood is.
Yes, they always, I think, works on according to their mood. So we
Yeah,
shouldn't always try to, do work according to our mood. Sometimes we need to follow the routine. Sometimes we need to,
right.
follow the process, trust the process if we want to do something great in our life. Okay. So
That's
now
true.
your pronunciation is so good. So I would like to ask you that how can a learner improve their pronunciation and sound more natural like you without trying to copy a native person.
Yeah, see, I tell you, pronunciation is the most common problem among a lot of learners. How you can start improving your pronunciation, always start in the guidance. Because suppose you are speaking in some way, you are speaking that way from your childhood, might be for 20 years, 25 years. But if you wonder, you can still change it without any help. So that's a myth. I won't believe in that. I believe when you want to improve your pronunciation, see, you're putting in the efforts also. So try to take help from somebody, some certified trainer or they teach you how to actually speak up. See how the pronunciation can be better up. If I tell you, if anybody wants to practice at home, just open more and more mouth and speak up. What happens, most of the learners, they open only this much of mouth and they speak up. I tell you, suppose one of my learners, he said, yes ma'am, okay, I will go there. So see, now I will say the same thing by opening my mouth. Yes, ma'am, I will go there. So see, an instant boost in confidence, my voice raises, and I'm better. So one can start this method, but still, I strongly suggest to go for the guided lessons if you really want to improve the pronunciation. But if you want to go with hit and trial method, that really doesn't work. I have seen in so many years.
Okay, that's great. So, ma'am, if I ask you that if you had to start learning English from the scratch today, so what would be your first step or your roadmap?
I tell you, my first step would be to think in English all the time because that will
Okay.
solve 70% of my problem. Once I will
Mhm.
start thinking in English, I will realize I don't know the English of basic things because I never think them in English. So, thinking in English is very important. So, that is the first and the foremost step. And after that, listen. And after listening, you just speak up. Like, I give one suggestion. There are a lot of people, those who watch conversation videos, like the people will watch ours as well. So, suppose you watch our conversation video, then don't just like leave it and you go to the next one. If you feel you don't understand 100%, try to watch it 3 to 4 times, same video. And now you feel, now I get each and every point. So, before scrolling to the next video, stand in front of the mirror and just summarize what you understand. So, that's your real practice. Otherwise, even your watching is of no use because you are just like getting the content, but you're not practicing. So, the results, you are not going to get the results.
Yes, definitely. We have to revise the same concept again and again if
Right.
we don't have that kind of, understanding. So initially, I also did the same, like I start, listening any content, and then again, after some time, I, try to see or try to watch different content. So when I start to repeat the same video again and again, then I, start to understand and start to make my own sentence. So definitely repetition is really very important.
Right.
And in
As I
any case,
always say, repetition is the mother of all skills.
yes. So ma'am, last question I would like to ask you. Can someone become fluent without joining any spoken English course? If yes, what should their self-learning strategy looks like?
See, I tell you, there is nothing that is not possible these days. Anything is possible. Yes, if you will join the course, surely you can speeden up your process. But if you're really enthusiastic, you can even do yourself also. So, the foremost practice one can do is start with speaking because once you will start speaking you will start getting the confidence. So start with speaking and start with the basic things. Describe your surroundings, start with your daily routine, describe the family members of your house. You see the laptop in front of me, start speaking on the laptop. You see the mobile, start speaking on your mobile. Anything that you see in your surrounding, you have to speak on that. So once you will start speaking, all the other things will follow because this is the main point where the learners, they are not able to achieve their goal because the main goal is what, speaking, but they take speaking as the last step. They first improve their grammar, vocabulary, sentence structure, think in English, but they don't speak. So speaking is important along with thinking in English, and surely one can achieve that.
Okay, yes, totally agree that speaking, if you want to speak this language, so we need to open our mouth, speak more and more.
Yeah,
And then
because
after some
speaking
time,
comes
we
with
can,
speaking only.
yes, yes, totally agree, ma'am. So, ma'am, if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session.
Yeah,
And
we
I
can wrap
truly
up this
enjoyed.
session. You have bundle of questions for me. I have to start my class in 5 minutes,
Yes.
but even I
Mhm.
enjoyed talking to you, and it was really an insightful session. And thank you for asking so wonderful questions.
And thank you so much. And I really enjoyed this conversation, and the way you answering is truly admirable. Thank you so much again. So have a
Welcome.
good day, ma'am. Bye bye.
Bye.